Thank you.
Blood on the markets across the board, just red, a sea of red. We're down just over 1% on the JSE. Banks taking quite a big knock. Also, resources looking, in fact, losses all round.
Yeah, look, I think it was somewhat expected. We've, of course, had the big run, as we all know. And it's perhaps one of those rumors, buy the rumor, sell the fact. In terms of Greece, Greece happened to somewhat be saved in the short term. Whether it's kicking the can down the road, we don't know. But nonetheless, look, a little bit of profit taking, market consolidating slightly. It's been sideways for the past 2 to 3 weeks. And as you've mentioned a few times earlier on the show, a lot of concern coming around or got to do with the oil price. Perhaps that such a lofted oil price will put pressure on a global recovery, which will slow down. And that is one of also the reasons that's added pressure on the markets today.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the interesting stories out today, African Rainbow Minerals might be interested in Anglo Platinum's assets if they are up for sale. So Anglo Platinum is down around 0.8% today.
Yeah, look, also reported results, fairly good set of numbers, largely on the back of a 30% increase in sales, which gave them an increase in earnings of 24%. And that's largely also on the back of huge sales in coal, iron ore, and coal and copper. So large increase in their iron ore as well. I think it was an increase of about 68% year on year. So very, very good numbers coming out of there. They're looking at spending, I think it's close to 8 billion rand over the next 2 to 3 years on a capex project. So I think that's a fairly big number. So I think in the long term, African Rainbow Minerals looking very, very attractive.
So it's a buy for you then?
I think so. I think at current levels, yes. It's somewhat slightly more expensive than the likes of Anglos, for example, and Billiton's at current levels. But I think in the long term, it's a very good diversified mine.
Okay, but do you think that, I mean, this story between AIM and the fact that it would be interested in Anglo Platinum's assets, a lot of rumors that are going around. Do you think that there's any truth behind?
Well, the rumor is just the rumor. And again, buy the rumor and sell the fact. No one really knows. I think it would be a good asset for them to have. I think there's a lot of, I mean, as we know, there's been a lot of activity in the mining sector in the past couple of months, also with Exxaro and African Iron. So I think, yes, I think it would be nice for them to have. They already have small platinum exposure, so it would be a nice in to have a larger PGM platinum.
And of course, Equatorial Resources actually said that it's going to accept the offer from Exxaro when it comes to African Iron. So it seems that a lot of headway has been made there. Is Exxaro buy for you? It's down around 2% today. It's trading just above 200 Rand a share. I
think it's had a big run as well. I'm somewhat reluctant to be buying a lot of the stocks at current levels. I think after such a big stretch, especially in the banking sector and in some of the mining stocks, I think they might be fully priced at current levels. But Exxaro having made a successful bid for African Iron through the resources company in Australia, has gone through quite successfully. In the long run, should be very, very good for them. They're predominantly a coal miner, and to have exposure to iron ore, I think in the current market is proving to be very, very rewarding. Having a look at the likes of African Rainbow Minerals results as well as Kumba's results, one can see that iron ore is at the moment the darling of the commodity sector.
Bottom of the top 40 is First Rand. Company out with results tomorrow. It's down 3% ahead of those earnings. Are we expecting bad news? But then again, ABSA also did quite badly today, down around 3%.
I don't really think so. I think it's more a case of the whole market being down on the back of, like I said, either profit taking after the big run up, as well as concerns in the market and people just generally looking to take some risk off the table. But don't forget as well, First Rand has had a huge run up. I think after the trading update, it was up about 10% in a couple of days. So it's had a huge, huge move and somewhat giving some of that back before the results. Maybe some people just looking to get out of the market, maybe lock in what they've made so far.
Okay, so Bidvest is down 0.7%, and this company out with headline earnings per share that rose 38%. Strong set of numbers, would you say? Revenue up 15%.
Yeah, good set of numbers. Very, very diversified. They've got
pity on such a negative day.
Yeah, pity on such a negative day. Correct. And normally when sometimes there are good results from certain companies on the and the market's down, they'll just people or market participants will choose to get out of the market in any case. But nonetheless, on the back of that sale in their 50% stake of Mumbai International Airport, their results would be up, or they are up about, I think it's 37%. If you take out that sale of the Mumbai Airport, it's closer to 13.5%. But nonetheless, a good set of numbers. They're paying a special dividend as well.
Fantastic. Daniel, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so very much, sir.